Attitude calls for more Mountain Dew.
Oh yes, thank you, Treasure. I don't want to get too high off Mountain Dew.
Rambunctious. You do get very rambunctious when you're on your Mountain Dew.
Oh yes.
Oh, that poor night in Margaritaville.
Go! I don't want you.
I don't want to remember Margaritaville again.
I said never to talk about that.
Sorry, sir.
It's hard to find good help these days. Tonight we have a very serious topic. It's not about relationships though, it's about friendships. Not the friend zone, we're going to talk about that a different night. But friendships. Now, friendships in and of themselves are great, but you have to have good friends. And I'll give you an example from my life. One of my friends, whose name is not John, but for this sake is going to be John, human body, is going to be John, went down to a Comic-Con convention. Now, it's not Comic-Con itself, it's called Yumacon, because of where we are. Now, he went down to Yumacon about midday, let's say, like one-ish, you know. And he stayed down there until about midnight. Now me, I was playing games on my phone and whatnot, and I was shut off my phone for the night, and I was crawling in bed, and I was like, yo. And he texted me, this friend John texted me, and was like, yo, bro, I need your help. And I'm like, so whenever this guy John says that, you have to understand, whenever John says that, that means I gotta pick him up from somewhere. Now, could be a drug dealer's house, could not be. Depends on the night, but not really, he doesn't do drugs. But my point is, it can be anywhere. Anywhere at all. And I know this, but we are friends, so I'm like, yo, what up? I could have said I was sleeping. This was at 1 a.m., mind you. It was about 1 a.m. Now, this was on the night of the time change, so, like, literally on the night of, so we get an extra hour on that night. Now, that's good and all, especially for a night like tonight. Now, he's like, yo, I need you to come over here. I'm sorry. We had some technical difficulties. Now, Alejandro, give me that last slice of pizza.
Here you go.
Alejandro.
Yes.
What have I told you about the box? It has to be straight.
It has to be. Sorry.
Straight.
Hold on. Sorry.
Alejandro.
Sorry. What? Sorry. What? I saw you at the box. Oh,
Get out of my sight.
oh my eye.
As I was saying.
Master, what'd you do to him? Why is he bleeding from the eyeball?
You'll be next. Shush.
Oh, alright, I'll get back to cleaning the toilet.
Anyway, my dating advice. So what was I don't remember. Oh, yes. Yumacon. Now, I don't exactly remember where I left off, but Yumacon. So my friend called me up and it was like 1 a.m. Yeah, 1 a.m. And I was already in bed. And I was like, yo, what up? And he's like, I need your help. And it's a big favor. And I'll pay you like $5. And you need to come pick me up. And I'm like, fine, from where? And he's like, the Renaissance in downtown Detroit. And I'm like, it's past midnight. And you want me to go to downtown Detroit? He's like, I know you're white. But yeah. And I'm like, I'm a good friend. That'd be dangerous, but fine. So I hop in my car, and it's like 1:15, and I drive down to downtown Detroit. And he's like, and I get there, and I call him up, and I'm like, yo, I'm waiting in the parking lot. And it's like, for every 20 minutes, it's $2. And I'm like, I don't got that kind of money. I'm not made of dollar bills, you know, like that Geico commercial or whatever, with the guy just raining dollar bills everywhere. It's not me. So anyway, so I get there. I'm like, yo, where you at? and he's like, I had to walk to my friend's car, who was supposed to drive me home, but he wants to stay till 6 a.m., and I need to get home. So I'm like, fine, where's that? And he's like, I'm on this street, and I'm like, I don't even know where that is, so I'm just going to wait here. He's like, fine, we need to walk back, because we can't get into his car. And fine. So, they walk back, and we meet up right outside the front, and I get to go inside to try to find a friend that was supposed to drive him home, but isn't going home till 6 a.m. because he met some girls. And in his mind, it's hoes before bros. So, like, whatever. So, we go inside. And might just say it was amazing. Me personally, being a gamer and all, was amazing. Saw quite a few costumes that I actually knew. Pretty cool. Anyway. So, we went inside and we found the friend. He was, of course, on the top floor, and we were on the bottom floor. So we had to go all the way up to the top. We got him, went back down, and then we spent 45 minutes in the car trying to find his car. Because he didn't remember where it was. So we were just driving downtown Detroit, you know, trying to find his car. Eventually we found it. Eventually, mind you. And as we were pulling up, this drunk guy falls into the street. And long story short, my friend helped him back up onto the curb, and so did this lady. And the friend that was supposed to drive home.
Sorry, mister, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sneeze while you were shooting yourself. I'm sorry.
Talk about this later.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get whipped again.
Oh, you better hope that's all you get.
You know what that means, right? I'm just kidding.
Alejandro, what you say that for?
I'm just kidding, man. I saw you.
I was gonna whip you too.
Oh, I mean, no.
As I was saying, I like my minions in constant fear. Wise tip to anyone who has minions. But as I was saying, where was I? Let's see. Oh. I was at the part where we were driving around, and this drunk guy fell into the street, and basically, he was like, yo, I need to find my way home. We're just like, he was trying to walk to his car, and he just fell into the street, and he was drunk, and we're just like, yo, just lay on the side of the street, and don't fall back in, and wait until morning to drive home. So we just kind of like left him there, and then my friend and the other friend got their junk, and hopped into my car, and then the bad friend went back to Umacon. Ended up going to some girl's hotel. 2 girls actually hotel, but anyway. So they hopped in my car and I took my one friend home, but on the way home we got Taco Bell. Now that was a nice night. I used the money that he gave me to go buy Taco Bell for him and the other friend that he had with him, whose name, let's just call him Bob. So I dropped off John at home, which was kind of on the way home, which was like 10 minutes away, and then Bob, though, lived an hour away, and he's like, yo, can you drive Bob home? Because I kind of promised Bob a ride home. So I'm like, fine. So I drove an hour there, I drove a half hour back to my house, and like, that was my night. But I had a show coming on at 3 a.m., which originally I was just like, screw it, because, you know, the time change would have made it 3 instead of 2. I was just like, screw it. But I get home, and it's like 4 a.m., and it's like, I'm not even in time for my show. So I spent like 4 hours trying to get these darn people home, and it's just like FML. But my point with this story, which is what everyone should be taking from this, is that you can't be the guy who stayed at UMCon. You can't. That's just being a bad friend. It's a bad friend relationship. You need to be like me and actually go pick up your friend when he needs you. Granted, I did it for money, which is questionably motives, but I mean, I need to pay for gas somehow, especially with the hour drive and all. But point is, my point is that you need to be a good friend to your friends, and if you promise someone something, you need to stick to it. Because he promised he'd take Bob home, but he didn't. And that's the only reason why John asked Bob to come with him in the first place. So, well, not the only reason. I mean, Bob liked Umacon, but, you know, that's why Bob said yes. So I bailed my friend out in a tight situation, and that's what you're supposed to do to be a good friend. But my point is, be a good friend. That's my point. I'm gonna enjoy some good darn pizza. And the princess is forever. So, good night.
I think he forgot about whipping us. Alright.
I off the hook.
Oh, he's coming. Take him first.
Oh, God.
Take him first. No.